Hey, this is Naturally TC coming at you with this color and natural style video. As you can see, I am using Rusk products and Chi products. Chi, I'm using their Lightener for my blonde bronze color, and I'm using the Rusk on the roots. So first thing I do is go through and detangle the hair. You want to make sure the hair is detangled prior to coloring so that you are getting full coverage. If you don't go through and detangle the hair, it's going to be a lot more difficult to apply the color evenly. So you want to take the time to really comb out your client's hair. As you see, I am holding the hair as I comb it. This allows my client to not experience the pressure of someone just tugging on her hair. And you know how you guys feel about being tender-headed, but I won't mention that. So we're combing out her hair, and then we're gonna apply the base color first. The base color is going to be applied directly to the roots. I am using a 30 volume developer, which will allow it to lift and deposit. This client does not have any previous color on her hair. If you ever tried to put color over previously colored hair, you really won't get the lift that you're looking for unless you're just depositing it. If the hair is light and you're putting a color on and the color is going to be darker, that can work. You may have different shades depending on the color that is already on the hair. So you can see I'm just going in and applying the color to the roots, and I'm leaving the ends out because that's where I will be placing the lightener, because this color process is going to be two-toned. I have dark roots and light ends, so I am making sure that I'm leaving those end hairs. Even on the shorter pieces, it tends to be a little bit harder because the hair is so short in the back, but if you just work carefully, you'll be able to cover those areas. Now, you see how my partings are small because when I'm applying the color, I'm applying it to the hair that is above and the hair that is below. And that color is going to actually seep through so that you get full coverage. But you just have to make sure that your slicings are thin so that the color actually marries through the hair. Now I'm applying the Chi Lightener to the ends, which I left out. So I have my base color on the base, and I'm applying the bleach or the lightener to the ends. We like to say lightener instead of bleach because at some point people are afraid when you would say bleach that you're gonna bleach their hair. So we just call it lightener now, but it's the same thing. So I'm applying it to the ends of the hair. First, I just go through and put it just on the ends. And if you notice, like, there is a slight break in between the base color and the lightener, because what I'm going to go back and do is pull the base color to the lightener, so that creates kind of like that ombre look, so that you don't have this just tough line or I don't know how I want to say it, but this line between the base color and the lightener. You want to pull it through so it actually looks like it fades into the other color. So you'll see me go back once I have the lightener on. Right now, this is what I'm doing. I'm going back to the root and I'm pulling the base color up into the blonde pieces so that we have a nice even blend of color. And here we go, guys. Here's the finished product. Well, not the finished product, minus the style. But the color is done, and as you can see, we have those brown roots. It's a number 4, so it's a level 4. I can't actually remember the color, but go back to the beginning of the video. I actually put the number, the exact number of rust brown that I used. I believe it's a medium brown that I used here, but I did leave the specific color in the beginning. And I just used the lightener. Now, I allowed it to sit on her hair for about 45 minutes. I did not use a dryer. I just put a plastic cap on her head and let it process with the natural heat from her scalp. And I did not use a dryer because I just like it to process naturally. Sometimes, unless I'm doing super high lift color, then I would use a dryer. But if you allow the hair to just lift at its natural rate and not use a dryer, you're gonna cause less damage than you would if you did use a dryer. Any color on relaxed or natural hair, it doesn't matter. It's going to compromise the hair. It's just how you take care of it after the hair has already been processed. In the weeks to come, you want to, you know, do your deep conditioning treatments like once a week. Especially if your hair is already dry, you better make sure you're getting those conditioning treatments in, because the hair will become brittle and then it's going to break off. But, you know, like I said, any color is going to cause some type of compromise to the hair. The hair is not going to be in its actual natural state. So you're going to have to take care of it a little bit more than you would. I know you guys are in my client's phone. She is talking to her mother. I think I'm not going to do that. I was going to go in and change it, but she's cool. She doesn't mind. She already knew I was recording, but she's going to laugh when she sees that everybody that she was talking to is on this video. Anyway, so what I'm doing now is I'm going in and I am going to do a Jerry curl set on her hair. Well, I'm using Jerry curl rods. We used to do straw sets back in the day where we actually put straws in people's hair. Now, that would take forever. When I say forever, forever, but they were the prettiest curls ever. So this is the closest thing to a straw set that we do now. So it cuts down on the amount of time that it takes you to actually rod the hair. So that gives your client less time in the shop. And you typically want to get people in and out the shop. You don't want people in the shop all day. I don't want people in the shop all day. I don't want people looking at me all day like, when am I going to go home? Especially if they have to sit under the dryer. I think the dryer is the most hated thing in the salon. You have a couple of people that really love to sit under the dryer. I guess they just like to be warm. But when we have it like super cold in the salon, like people come in with sweaters because we keep it so cold. But especially during this time of Corona, we need to keep down the germs. And when you're up working all day, it gets warm. So it's a happy balance. Anywho, so we are going to rod this hair. The client is going to sit under the dryer for about an hour as her hair dries. I am using our Main Life coconut foam. Main Life coconut foam. If you go to mainlife.com, you can pick that up. And here are her dried curls. I have already taken out her rods. Now I'm going to piece out these curls. I'm going to show you the oil that I'm using. I just put the oil like on my hands, and then I put a little bit extra, a little more oil as I piece them out just in my hands, so that it's all over my fingers and I'm piecing them out. And if you notice, I'm like twirling the hair around my finger as I'm uncoiling the curls. So you don't want to just pull them out because they're going to be frizzy. And that's why I use the oil, because the oil is a sealant and it's going to seal that frizz. So just make sure when you're piecing it out that you're actually curling the hair back in the way that it was set in the first place. So you want to, you know, like double your set, I guess. So here you go. Make sure you like and subscribe here. Also follow me on Instagram and Facebook, Naturally TC, on both of those platforms. You'll see like a little bit different stuff on those other platforms because I post like my daily work on Instagram and Facebook, and then the ones I'm trying to do is, oh no, what I'm going to do, not trying, going, is one video a week here on YouTube. I really appreciate you guys, everybody that's following me. I think I'm at 24,000 right now, so I'm working on getting that 30K and working my way up to 100 by the end of this year. So much love to you all. Thank you for your support. Thank you for sharing. Log your friends on, get your friends locked in, those natural hair girls that are looking for different options for your hair. I try to explain the things that I do here. So there's some things that you could probably try at home or incorporate into what you already do with your hair. You can also book me, come see me and book me. On my Instagram platform, you will find the link to book, also on Facebook, and just come holla at your girl, all right? Thank you for watching.
can.